Well, hello there, my friends. Thank you for stopping by. You have reached Barb Ryder. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here to share a little bit of 12 weeks of fall. And we're going to be using the time of giving, along with a few other products. I also have the gift giving dies, which are the bundle that coordinates with the stamp set. We're going to be using the pumpkins, and I've already pre-cut some of the all of these leaves in some different colors. And then we're also going to be using the Tailor Made Tag Dies, and these two dies I've already pre-cut the dies for this part of the project. And then last, we are using Well Defined. This is a great set, you guys. This is the saying that we're going to use, gratitude. The feeling in my heart when I think about you. Isn't that awesome? So we're going to use all of these products combined to share one of the fall cards that I've come up with here. And we are actually on our 10th week of the 12 weeks of fall. So we're almost there, because then Christmas will start, right? So we have all of these things. I'm going to go ahead and put them out of the way because I've already pulled out everything that we need here. We are going to be using crumb cake as our ink. And let me show you some of the leaves that I've just put them out on my silicone mat here. But these are the leaves, and look at they cut the veins right out whenever you do that. So what I've done is I've taken 4 different colors. I have Bumblebee, Cajun Craze, this is Mossy Meadow, yeah, and Pumpkin Pie. I had to think for a second there. But these are the colors that we're going to be using on our project, along with crumb cake, and the other color is Evening Evergreen. But the ink, we're only going to be using the crumb cake. So let me grab a couple of the things that we need here. Here we go. So as I mentioned, I've already pre-cut out some of the dies that I need. So I will tell you you basically need the scraps in order to cut these dies. And then here are the few of the leaves that I showed you a minute ago. And we're going to be using those leaves. And let's grab this. This is 1 inch. Nope, this is 3/4 of an inch by 2 1/2. This piece right here, maybe 2 3/8, maybe just short of 2 1/2, and 3 3/4 by 5, 4 by 5 1/4. Pumpkin pie, and then crumb cake base, which is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. So those things are going to be our kind of our base layer. We're going to be stamping on this piece right here, so I'm going to move these out of the way for a second. We will need some scrap for what we're doing, so I'm going to take these pieces and move them over to the side. All right, so what I'm doing, I'm going to be using the wheat. This is a nice little wheat piece that is in the stamp set, along with these polka dots, which you could use them for whatever. There's snowflakes in that stamp set, and let's see if I can grab it here. But there are snowflakes, and this would be a really good addition for the snowflakes that are in this set too. And of course, maybe come Christmas, we'll be using that. For now, let's go ahead, take my crumb cake ink pad, and I'm going to ink this up, but I'm going to stamp it off. I don't want full strength, so I'm going to stamp it off, and then I'm going to stamp onto my cardstock. So ink up. Let me move this over a little bit. There we go. Stamp off, and then add to my paper here. Okay, I'm going to kind of come up there and just add these little dots on my cardstock. You can't see them real bit. I don't want them dark. I want them faint, but that is what I want. I'm actually going to go ahead and cover the whole piece, okay? Ink, stamp off, and stamp. Okay, I need one little more dot right down there. There we go. All right, and I am going to have the tags that are going to be in this area here, so I didn't stamp the middle section there. All right, so we're done with that piece. We're also going to take the thankful that is in the giving, time of giving stamp set, and we're going to stamp that on this little piece of crumb cake. And I'm going to come over to the right pretty far because I'm going to be adding a leaf over on this left hand side. Okay, so there's my thankful. So that's the stamping, and then on the inside of the card, let's go ahead, while I have the ink out, we're going to take this gratitude and we are going to stamp that on the inside. Okay? Alright, gratitude is going to go right there. Just like that. Such a nice sentiment. It's a wonderful set. Okay. We're all done with that. Now we're going to be putting all together our die cut pieces. Oh, goodness, I did forget something. I forgot this guy right here. So we're going to go back to stamping, and we are going to ink this up full strength. Go in the inside. I'm going to put one here, and I'm just going to come down next to it there until all my ink is gone, kind of down the page. See that? So there is that, and then I need a couple of these over here. I want to take my this little tag here and get a placement because I want to make sure that I put my wheat where I can see it here. I want one over here and another one full strength. I'm going to go right there. Okay, so that's going to go just like that. So I've got my wheat. Then this tag is actually going to go right over here. We're going to cover these circles up so you're not going to see them. I did stamp this way a little too far, but that's okay. That's all right. We'll still make it work, but that's kind of the placement. All right. Now we are done stamping. So let me move this out of the way. All right. Let's put our pieces together. We don't need this any longer, but I might need my silicone mat because of putting the adhesive on the leaves here in just a second. So we'll bring this over. Now I have taken pumpkin pie and used, let me show you what I did here. Let me grab these dies again because I want to show you how this works. This is really a great combination. All right, so this tag right here, I took this tag, and then I took this piece with the pumpkins. This is goes with the bundle of the time of giving, and I laid this down onto the cardstock. Then I took this. Okay, so see what I've done? See here, this is this piece. I laid that down onto my pumpkin pie cardstock. Then I took this piece, which, look, it fits in here fabulous, right inside that die. And that is how you get this inner piece. Let me put it on here so you can see. So you can see how that does that cutting. So it's going to work the same way for the other dies that are in this set, the snowflakes, the ornaments, or the Santa. So that's one way of using these dies with these tag dies. They're called Tailor Made Tag Dies. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't going to get these until I saw so many ways to use these. And of course, Christmas is coming. Beautiful for tags. So yeah, that had to go on my list. All right, so let me move these back out of the way. And let's go ahead and get our pieces put together. So we are going to take this pumpkin guy, and I actually think I'm going to use my Tombow glue. And I'm sorry for the shadows. I could not get my shadows out today. I don't know if it's because the lighting from my window, but goodness, the shadows are bothering me. So hopefully they're not bothering you. So I'm just going to take this Tombow and get this started and get a little bit, I think I've got one stuck there. If you see glue, you have enough. That's what I try to tell you. So you don't need a big glob. It's just not coming out for me. Let's see if I can, there. Every once in a while, and I've used this quite a bit here in my crafting today. Anyway, let's get it started here. Come on out. Okay, I'm just going to squeeze really hard because obviously there is a stuck piece right at the very end that I can't see. There it is, and maybe if I pull it, see, look at that. Oh, I knew that would happen. That's what happens. Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Be very careful that I don't get that all over everything. So it's kind of dripping out the end, so I'm just going to smear because it's just not going to stop flowing. And get this down. Now, I am going to just rub over some of the area of the little pumpkin here. There we go. All right, let's lay that there for a second. And I want this kind of centered onto my evening evergreen. There. Oh, I hate when that happens. Too much glue. This is what happens when you use too much glue, but this is live and for real, so I'm showing you what happens. You don't want to get too much glue. So I'm going to take my fingers, try to get some of that off of there, and rub my hands over here on this side to get the glue off. All right. Now, if this ever happens to you, one way that you can make it so that once it dries it's not tacky is take some baby powder in a sock. And that kind of works the same way as our old embossing buddy, and just tap it on there and it takes the stickiness away. So there's a tip for you. This great little guy. We're going to use this again, so I'm going to leave it set up right there for a moment so it drips down to the bottom. All right, so next, let's go ahead and put this onto our card. So I'm going to do this flat, and since I've got glue here, guess what? I'm just going to take some of the glue and take the backing and smear that onto my piece. That's a way to get rid of your glue that's all over here. So let's grab that and then finish up. See, that's the way it's supposed to come out, is teeny tiny bits down there. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to work. But of course, giving me a hard time. All right, here we go. Got my crumb cake. We're going to put this down here. And let's see, we're going to come like right over here, leaving about a quarter of an inch on the side and the bottom. Make sure I'm straight. Sorry if I got my head in there. All right, so there's one of the tags. This tag is going to be the same thing. We're just going to come and put this right here up above. Let's see, do I want it to come over? Let's line it up so it's the same. There we go. Just like that. All right. So that's what we've got so far. So now we're ready to add these leaves over here. So, and actually our thankful is going to go right in the center here. And I think I'm going to just lay this flat because we're going to pop up the leaves. That's what we're going to have popped up on this card. So let me come in here with a little bit around the edges, just like that, because we are going to cover up that circle area, or that open area where the hole automatically punches out when you do the tag, when you run it through. Okay, there's what I have so far. We've got pumpkins, we've got thankful. Now we're going to add leaves. We've got some wheat, and we're going to add some color to this card. All right, what do I want to, first of all, I like to do this. I like to put my pieces down and see how I would like them to be glued on. And let's see, let's come over here. Let's take that green one. Let's see, I think we should come like this. See, this green one is going to cover up that hole just like that, so you never even know it's there. See there? And then I have this other beautiful Cajun craze, and that one is just going to go right there on this piece. So, let's see, grab some dimensionals. Now, you know we have regular size dimensionals. We also have our mini dimensionals for the smaller pieces. So I think I'm going to use the minis. The other part about this whole card is that the veins are already cut out. I mean, this is already cut, and so that way when you put the dimensional on, it will help with holding it together so that they don't open up in the middle. So how do I want that to go? Let's go back this way, I think. I want it to pop up there. And here's what I'm talking about. See how it's cut? See how it's cut there? When we put the dimensional on, it's going to help hold that so it's not, well, this one I'm not going to put a dimensional. I'm going to put regular, just a flat on this one. And now I don't remember how I had it. But that's okay. We can change our mind, right? I'm trying to figure out if I want this stem off the side or if I want it on, I think I want it to come up. There we go. That's going to go there. We are going to go ahead and pop up that green one, and I think that'll fit a regular size. And let me grab that. Just lay that right in the center. Pull off that piece of paper, and that's going to go here to cover up that hole that's on the tag. Such a clever idea, right? And let's see, let's go ahead, we'll do this one flat, and let's go ahead and pop this one up over here. So let's get a regular dimensional here, and we need, that's going to be flat too, I think. No, I think I'll pop that up. Why not, right? Okay, let's get that so that nothing shows on the other side. See, it shows up a little bit. I'm over the edge there. I think I just got over to the side a little too far. See how it's pulling that? Ugh, I don't want to rip my paper. Start over, Barb. Let's go like this. See if that works. There we go. Now it's not showing. Woohoo! Alright, and let's come down here. Let's see, that's that way. Let's go this way with this one. Beautiful. And the last one, we are going to go up here, place that right there, and there we have the front of our card. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and put this onto our pumpkin pie, which, figure out where, here it is, hiding on me. Let's go ahead, and since I have the glue here, I'm just going to go ahead and put that down, and it will go onto the pumpkin pie about 1/4 of an inch around all the sides, just like so. Just like that. And then now we are ready to go ahead and put this onto our base of our card. And it's going to go horizontal, so let's do this. And again, this is about 1/4 of an inch all the way around. There we are. Okay. There we have our basic card. Lots of die cuts, but that makes it extra special, right? Lots of die cuts. And then maybe, should we add a little bling on here? Let's try some of our holiday rhinestones. We have the green, and then this is kind of like orange, but not quite. But that green doesn't quite go, so maybe not. Maybe, I don't think we're going to use these. Let me grab my whole big container of my bling bling. Got lots of them here. And let's see. I'm going to keep digging through here until I find what I want. And the ones that I'm looking for are, I don't want them to be too flashy, but I want them to be enough. this is maybe the champagne, kind of to soften this color here. I think that's what we're going to go with. Let me get these, grab these, and again, I use my Take Your Pick tool. So I haven't mentioned yet that if you have not followed me on Facebook, make sure that you find, maybe I did, I don't remember since I started the video, but make sure that you go and check out Stamp with Barb Ryder and follow me on Thursdays. I have my Facebook Live every Thursday at 7 o'clock, and we just have a fun time. I try to share at least 3 different projects with you, and lots of different techniques. It's always good when we get together. But there's the champagne rhinestones, and thankful. And guess what I did? Oh my goodness. Yep, I did that. I should have waited to stamp on the inside until I had the front on. Well, there's the joys of stamping. So how do you fix that? You get another piece of crumb cake and you layer that on the inside, and then you stamp the correct way. That's how you do it. So I hope that you enjoy my videos. I just keep it real, you guys. I don't have high-tech equipment that I can, you know, maybe if I learned, I don't know, but you can cut things out and change things and overlay voice and all these fun things that I've not learned how to do. So I hope that you enjoy this is the real thing. This is the real Stampin', and this is how I'm sure it happens to you too, right? So I hope you enjoyed this particular project using the time of giving, and we'll be using these again for sure with the Christmas coming up. If you have any questions, let me know. All the product can be found right here at my website, and I look forward to having you come back again. Have a great night, day, evening, whatever it is when you're watching me. I just appreciate you stopping by. All right? Bye-bye now.